Hey, welcome back to my channel and to some more Happy Mail. Listen, y'all spoil me. I was sitting in here early this morning, just minding my own little business, working in my craft room, and I got a text. Had three packages coming today. Didn't know what they were. Turns out one was some medicine I had delivered. The other two were Happy Mails. So I'm like, I'm going to come and show you what I got. Let me first tell you, if you watched my Happy Mail video yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes. I thought I was being brilliant and smart, putting up that little yellow block to cover up my home address, because I don't mind if you have it. If you send me something and I send you back a thank you note, or if I've sent you a Christmas card, it has my home address on it, and I know that I'm sending it to you. But just to be out there in the YouTube universe is what I said. I just didn't want it just floating out there for anybody to see, unless it's somebody who is multimillionaire, who has a few mil laying around they don't want. They can pop it in the mail. Other than that, didn't want my address out there. So I kid you not, in my editing software, when I was putting that block in there, when I was editing, I kept playing it back and making sure when I moved it that block was big enough to cover the whole address, okay? I read my comments, however long that video's been up, then I read my comments, and Luigi, she says, your address is still showing, FYI. I'm thinking to myself, but I checked so hard. I'm like, well, I'm not going to re-edit it and re-upload it. So I didn't even go check. I just let it go. Well, sometime last night, probably 1:30, this morning, whatever you want to call it, RJ messages me. He's got a screenshot, and he goes, I can't even remember what he said. I'm like, what? That's all I typed. I'm like, what? He goes, lower right corner. I covered up the part where she hand wrote my address, but I didn't cover up the part where the post office printed it out. So, there it is. So I guess if the millionaire's going to have to send me something, they've got my address. So I just want to tell you, sometimes you just don't hit it right. So anyway, the two Happy Mails I got today, the first one came to my post office and did not have a return. It was shipped straight from Amazon, and no card, no little note, no nothing. So I don't know who sent me that. I wish you would let me know so I could send you a proper thank you. But I will tell you right now, thank you very much. It was very thoughtful, and it's cool too. When we turn around, you'll see. The second one I got here at the house was from Judy McKnight, and it is cool too. It's exactly, you'll just see, it's exactly the stuff that I pull out around here to use in my junk journals. Both of these are things to use in my junk journals. I'm going to tell you what. Hold on. I'm going to scooch in front of you. Let me clip it off a minute and come back. Okay, so, I showed you my other one, how big and full it was. Well, I put together another one. This is the one I have put together. I tried 3 different ways of sewing on buttons, and I think I like that one the best. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, I haven't done any sewing in it. There's nothing. There's one page. I've done one page, and it was that. I was doing a tissue napkin project with some napkins that I had, and a lot of those y'all sent me, and I just decoupaged the scraps onto this page, and there's just some little cutouts that I thought were cute that I put in there, because, that's what I've been doing in here this morning, is separating out my magazine pictures. I cut out anything and everything you can imagine. I just cut out of a magazine. So that's the only pages in there, but it is just the blank pages, bags, junk paper, that kind of stuff. Well, the front is this little boy and girls and some cards that I got at Wanda's, and I'm like, oh, that is too cute. This fabric came from the Dollar Tree. I said, that matches. I love the way it looks, right? This, I don't know if y'all saw my haul on one of those liquidation things. there was a little box full of them, and they go on drawers. So see, it's got a little raise up, but that's okay because I mean, I'm not gonna lay them down with anything on it. But you see that inside there? Can you see what that says? Blessed Friends. That's the brand of cards these are. I don't know how old they are, but they're so cute. Well, there's a sentiment under there, and I covered it up with that little lace, that little ruffle, whatever you call it, trim. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to make that the name of this book. This is my Blessed Friends junk journal, because it will be full of so many things that y'all send me and have sent me. All the little odds and ends and just all the stuff y'all send me to put in my junk journals will be used in here. So what's a better name to have it all corralled than Blessed Friends? So I just wanted to let you know what you send me does get used. It is appreciated, and it has a journal dedicated to it. So anyway, I just want to show you that. And by the way, this cover, see, I've not done anything on the inside. Can you see? There we go. But this cover is one of David's old Raisin Bran boxes. I love how you can just use any old piece of junk. Any old piece of junk. And even stuff in there that's not even junk. Just anything. So let me just hush up and turn around and show you the Happy Mail I got today. Okay, this was the first thing I got this morning. This was at the post office. It's 276 pieces of vintage. I don't know what it is, but in the junk journal world, it's called ephemera. I did learn that, but I haven't even opened it yet. But these are all the like postcards. Each section is a postcard with stamp, because you know I had asked for the stamps. Oh my gosh. So each little postcard has its own little set of stamps with it. How cool is that? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of those. So that is cool. Okay, thank you, Anonymous. Let me know who you are. I'd like to probably send you a thank you note. So let me know. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can remain anonymous. Just know that I appreciate it very much. And then from Judy McKnight, I'm gonna show. I'm not gonna try to hide my address again. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these. But she put all her stamps on there, so I went ahead and cut the stamps off so I could save those. And she sent me like a homemade kit of ephemera. This is exactly. All this is exactly the stuff that I use. The first thing she has in here is a little quote, and I'm going to add it to my book. When I go to the beauty shop, I always use the emergency entrance. Sometimes I just go for the estimate. Phyllis Diller. I don't know about y'all, but I love Phyllis Diller. And then some stamps. This one's from London. It says approved for post in London. I don't know if I've got any other international stamps or not. So there's some. This one, I don't know how old it is, but it's 34 cents. It's not even forever. So I don't know how old those stamps are. And these, I love these. I love quotes. So I'm not going to read them all, but like this one. At the heart of gardening, there's a belief in the miraculous. And I'm not going to pronounce her name. So I got all these little quotes to put in with my book. There's one: flowers are sunshine, food and medicine to the soul. So she cut those out for me. Oh, there's some big stamps she found, bird stamps. Listen, I cut them out too when I find stamps. I even find little pictures that are square like that, and I cut them out and pretend they're stamps. And 2 bookmarks. And then in here, I haven't opened this, but I think it's some cards. Oh, this I can put, I think. I can put this directly. This is like somebody might have made it. Did you make this, Judy? I can glue this because it's ready. Somebody made that. It is ready to go right in the journal. And then if you were doing a journal for writing, these would be your journaling cards right there. So that's ready to go. I can put little stickers and whatnot on there. It's got some greeting cards. Oh, I love this vintage looking. Oh, that's a postcard. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, that's a postcard too. I don't know it. Oh, they're all postcards. I thought they were cards. They're all postcards. And they have writing on them. I don't know if those are... Judy, are those like real postcards that you have? Or are those like prints? Or... I'm curious to know what I'll be using. Because they're like all to the same person. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. And then there's a little card. And another little card. Oh, that's pretty on the whole thing is pretty on that. And a little, I think an envelope, yep. Because if you've seen my and a notepad. 2020 notepad. So perfect. That's a perfect homemade gift set of ephemera right there. Just that was perfect little. Every time I try to say hodgepodge, I get tongue tied. So thank you, Judy. Let me know about those postcards. I'm curious about those postcards. So okay, well thank you Anonymous, and thank you Judy, and I'll see you on the next video.